What's happened?
You tell me.
Well, your message said urgent, so I assumed that the President's Union had called you, but...
What's up with you and Jim?
Edmund, we have been over this.
No, he says you're engaged. I don't believe that. Now, don't tell me you're that far gone, please.
Don't start.
Brooke, tell me he's blowing smoke. I mean, tell me it's just wishful thinking. Tell me anything, but not that you're going to marry the jerk.
Well, I've had warmer congratulations.
Not on this one, I bet.
Look, I know what I'm doing.
What, losing your mind?
If you can't be supportive of me, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Well, don't bother, because I can't do either.
First thing tomorrow, we'll leave the transportation board and Miles' office. Once we get the specs on that plastic explosive, we'll be home free.
Listen, I'm totally with you on his trail, but can't the troops take a break for tonight?
Are you thinking a little R&R?
I was thinking a little conjugal furlough.
Sounds good to me.
I can't wait until this is all behind us.
So you can finally focus on you and me.
You and me and the baby we might have made.
Edmund, I'm not your ward. You're not responsible for me, so why don't you go home and take care of your kids?
You know, I just had a flash of you sinking in quicksand. You remember that?
Well, I am on solid ground now.
And I pulled you out. Now, I can't just sit by and let you crawl back in.
Let me. Who do you think you are?
I am a friend who cares.
And as far as you're saving my life, you know, I returned the favor, so my obligation to you stops there.
Well, what about your obligation to Jamie? Well, you didn't even figure about him at all?
Are you questioning my parenting?
No, but why expose him to a lying fraud? What is it? Is it loneliness, lust, midlife crisis?
You know, I don't have to explain myself to anybody, and I certainly don't have to explain myself to you.
No, you don't. You're right. But you do have to listen to me. And I am going to stay here until you do.
Edmund, you already told me what you think. I heard you. I don't agree with you, okay?
Guess who was sneaking around your desk today?
Oh, gee. Jim, I imagine.
Would you like to know what your prince was doing?
Jim is free to sit at my desk and work and do whatever
Check out your stock portfolio. He thinks he's in control of your assets.
You can read his mind?
No, he told me. He said
you mean
asked
that's what
him
you heard?
To look over your holdings. Yes or no?
You know, I'm not going to be cross-examined
I take that as a no, then.
It's none of your business.
He made it my business. He made it my business. He was in a sharing mood. He said, I'm going to tell you my philosophy. Would you like to know what that was?
In your words, no.
Grab what you can while the grabbing's good.
Oh, my. I guess that means live while you can, right? And you as a crash survivor, I think you would understand that, wouldn't you?
He sees you as a meal ticket. He's just marrying you for the money.
Oh, and money is the only thing I have to offer, right?
No, sweet, no, listen to me. No, this is not about you. This is not about you, okay? This is about Jim. It's about Jim. He's driven by greed. He damn near admitted it himself to me. There was not one word about love or even attraction. He's just in it for what he can get.
Edmund, you're the last person that Jim would confide in.
Would you wake up? He's using you.
I appreciate the input. Now, can we get back to the Pressmen's Union?
What do you know that I don't?
Aaron Wyatt called me.
Why are you protecting
Why
Jim
don't
Thomasen?
you just go home and get some rest? Because obviously you are very stressed out.
What are you, dismissing me? You can't dismiss me. This
hot tempo. I heard shouting.
Yeah, why aren't you shouting with me? Don't tell me you approve of her engagement to Jim.
Brooke, you two are engaged?
Phoebe, you know what's going on here. And if you want your niece to have a chance in hell, you'll tell me.
Whatever makes Brooke happy, I endorse wholeheartedly.
You're pleased with this engagement?
When my niece marries the man she loves, I will be on hand with rose petals and champagne.
Well, that's very nice sentiment. Now, if we could hone in on the specifics here, Phoebe.
Brooke, dear, I'm calling in your IOU. You'd remember the shoulder rub that you promised me?
Oh, listen, whenever you're ready.
Well, the sooner the better, sweetheart.
Well, you're on.
I'll be waiting for you.
I'll be right there.
Thank you.
Discretion thy name is Phoebe.
Not everybody shares your opinion of Jim.
She didn't mention his name, you know.
It's late, Edmund.
Your aunt is as evasive as you are.
She's had a cramp for the past 2 days.
You know, it's amazing how much can be said without really saying much. Like a gesture here, an eyebrow there.
Phoebe is waiting for me.
You know, when Mateo and Hayley came by the other day, it was like they were speaking in code.
You know, you are paranoid.
No, I am not paranoid. Everybody is shutting me out, and everybody around me is shutting me out, you included.
Why? Because you're not hearing what you want to hear?
What are you afraid of?
You know, Edmund, your imagination is out of control.
Is it about the crash? Is there new information? Is Jim in the loop?
There is no loop.
Would you level with me?
Look, just stay out of my life.
Why are you stonewalling?
What can I say to you to make you back off?
There is nothing you can say to make me back off, Brooke, because I'm gonna be here.
How about give up and get lost? Does that work for you?
I'm speaking to Brooke.
Brooke wants you out.
She can speak for herself.
She just did. You ought to try listening.
See your designated spokesman?
Edmund, look, I don't want a scene, okay?
Is this yours?
No, last time I checked, this was Brooke's house. Unless you signed a third over to him now.
And that would be your concern because...
Because there's too many unanswered questions around
Edmund,
here, okay?
look, you've said what you needed to say. It's enough already.
Thank you. This is far from over.
What was that all about?
Oh, as far as I'm concerned, it was a lot of hot air.
About what?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I think actually Edmund is rather frustrated. He should finish his novel that he started so long ago.
He asked if I was in the loop. Which loop would that be? Brooke, what is it that you're trying so hard not to say to me?
You're not going to believe this. Edmund thinks that the only reason you're marrying me is for my money. And I have no idea where he got that idea.
I do.
Oh?
Earlier today, you found me in your office, going through your investment portfolio.
What were you doing with my portfolio?
Part of my secret plan.
Give me a hint.
Wedding gift. I wanted to surprise you with something that you didn't already have.
Jewelry is nice.
I was thinking of something more symbolic. Our first investment jointly held.
Well, that's original.
Net zero for romance.
Well, his and her bonds.
Oh, you hate it.
No, not at all.
Well, I can assure you that it was not the only gift on my list. There were other more personal items.
Maybe you should prepare me.
If you're not prepared by now.
Have you had dinner?
Dinner can wait.
Oh.
Brooke, dear, my shoulder is shrieking for attention. Oh, hello, Jim.
You know, I may have something that will fix that shoulder of yours, a nice little trick.
No tricks, please. Brooke is an absolute wizard when it comes to relieving nagging pains. You didn't forget me,
No,
did you?
no, not at all. No, I was just on my way in.
Uh-huh. Well, you don't mind excusing us for a little while, would you, please?
Actually, I'm going to call it a night.
There, I've done it again. I've intruded on you.
No, not at all. It's been a long day. I hope your shoulder feels better.
Oh, it will, I'm sure. Thank you.
I'll call you first thing.
Okay. Good night.
Good night.
Brooke, why are you keeping Edmund in the dark?
What am I supposed to say to him? Jim Thomasen may have killed his wife?
Yes, absolutely yes.
And how do you think he'd react to that, Aunt Phoebe? Do you see Edmund reserving judgment?
I see no reason why he should.
Because there isn't any proof.
Proof? My dear child, how much proof do you need?
I had some boys' names in mind, too. Something with a P, Paul, or Patrick, some Paul. Do you like the name Perry? Psst. Okay, I'm gonna talk to you about it in the morning then. I love you.
Hayley and Mateo are convinced that Jim was behind that crash.
Well, fortunately for Hayley and Mateo, they're not engaged to the man.
They also think he was the one who planned the attack on them in New York.
To silence them?
That's their theory.
Do you have a theory of your own?
I don't want to believe any of it.
But you do.
I don't know. I don't know.
What does your gut instinct tell you, dear?
I'm afraid.
Afraid? Of what? Do you know?
I'm afraid of what we're going to learn about Jim Thomasen.
Mateo. Yo, Mateo, Hayley, it's Edmund. Mateo, open up.